In this video, let's talk on simple equations. Now, we will start with recognizing equations. In arithmetic, we know that the expression 4 plus 3 is equals to 7. The left hand side must be equal to the right hand side. So this is arithmetic equation because it does not involve alphabet, or we call it unknown. It does not involve unknown. The unknown can be A to Z, any alphabet from A to Z. So that is unknown. So now if there is no unknown, that is, if it is ordinary number, then it is algebraic, it is arithmetic equation. Now, can you give another example of arithmetic equation? You can say 7 plus 2 is equals to 9. This is arithmetic equation. Give more example. Think of any number you like and give us the results. Now, if I have 10 minus 7 is equals to 3, this is an arithmetic equation. Why is it arithmetic equation? Because it does not involve alphabet, like 10x minus 7 is equals to 3. This one involves alphabet, so it's not arithmetic equation. Arithmetic equation will be number only. Again, think of any other one you know. We have 3 plus 6 is equals to 9. This is also arithmetic equation. Now, if I ask you, give me 5 examples of arithmetic equation that you know. Think of any number. So you can even say 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. This is also arithmetic equation. Now, what you will do for me now is give 5 examples of arithmetic equations you know. So I'll give you one. So you now give me the remaining 4. I can think of any number, so I'm thinking 7 plus 1 is equals to 8. Now this is example of arithmetic equation. Then give me the rest. So number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So give me the rest. Any arithmetic equation you know. Now let's say algebraic equation. Algebraic equation. Now, what is algebraic equation? In algebraic equation, we use letters to represent unknown numbers. So if I say 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Now this is arithmetic equation. Now look at this. If I now have 2x plus 3 is equals to 5. If you look at the 2, you will see it's similar, but the difference is that I'm now adding x here. So if you look at the 2, so this is arithmetic equation. Why this? This is algebraic equation. Now, give another algebraic equation. Before you give algebraic, you must include alphabet. Any alphabet is not necessary to be X. Now, I can say another algebraic equation is y plus 3 is equals to 7. So this is also algebraic equation. How is it algebraic? Because I'm using letters instead of number. Now if I say 1 plus 3 is equals to 4, this is arithmetic equation because there is no alphabet. If I say 4 plus 3 is equals to 7, this is arithmetic equation because there is no alphabet. Now if I say 7s minus 2 is equals to 10, this is algebraic equation. Algebraic equation will involve x. So give me 4 examples of algebraic equation. 1. Let's do this together. 4 algebraic equation. Form any algebraic equation. You can say 5 plus 3s is equals to 2. This is algebraic equation because I have a number with alphabet. 2. 7s plus 2s is equals to 9. This is algebraic equation because I have a number with alphabet. 3. 2 minus x is equals to 10. This is also algebraic equation. Now give another algebraic equation that use any alphabet. Now let's say 3y plus 4 is equals to 7. This is algebraic equation. M plus 6 is equals to 10. This is algebraic equation. Now anytime you have algebraic equation, the equation should involve alphabet anywhere. So that is algebraic equation. So now let us now talk about the algebraic equation or the equation in terms of the alphabets. Now if I have this x plus 5 is equals to 10, this is an equation in x because I have s here. So this is equation in x. Now what if I have this m plus 2 is equals to 7? This is what? Equation in m because the m is the alphabet there. If I have 3y minus 4 is equals to 10, this is equation in y because the alphabet is y. Now give me an equation in any alphabet. So that is what you will do now. Give 5 equation in terms of any alphabet. So I'll put you through. Number 1, I have 3p plus 2 is equals to 10. Write any number you like and put any alphabet. Now this is equation in p because I'm using p. So all these ones are called algebraic equation because we have alphabet there. Now if it is arithmetic equation, what are you going to do? Arithmetic equation is 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. But algebraic equation is s plus 3 is equals to 4, meaning we represent it with alphabet. So that is algebraic equation and arithmetic equation. Now give the remaining 4 algebraic equation here. Anyone you like, write number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Anyone you like, write it. So let me help you with 2. Now I can say any number. If you like, say 10y minus 200 is equals to 100. This is algebraic equation. Now continue with number 3, 4, 5, and so on. So now let's see another aspect. So the equation, so let's see how we can interpret the unknown. So we have talked about simple equation, we have talked about arithmetic equation, and we have talked about algebraic equation. Now what is the meaning of this equation? So say the equation x plus 5 is equals to 12 means what? So what is the meaning of this equation? Remember, this is algebraic equation. Now we have x plus 5 is equals to 12. Now what is the meaning of this equation? So it means what number when added to 5 gives 12. Again, it means what number. Do you know this is x? Is not a number that you can just say maybe 3, 4, 5. Is alphabet. Now it means this x can be any number. This x can be any number. It means any number plus 5 that will give you 12. So what number added to 5, that is what number, any number added to 5, because we have plus, we give 12. That is the meaning of the equation. Now let's see again. Let me say y minus 9, another equation. Y minus 6 is equals to 9. What is the meaning of this equation? Now this equation means when 6 is subtracted from a number, the result is 9. That is, y can be any number. Now when 6 is subtracted from a number, it gives 9. That is the meaning of this equation. So it means when 6 is subtracted, because we have minus is subtract from a certain number, then it gives 9. That's the meaning. Now what can you say about this? What's the meaning of this equation? 9 minus z is equals to 5. So what does this mean? It means when a number is subtracted from 9, when a number is subtracted from 9, the result is 5. That is, we don't know the meaning of z here. So if a number z is any number, when a number is subtracted from 9, the result is 5. Now let me write everything out one by one, then you will do your own. So now let's say s plus 5 is equals to 12 means, so the meaning of s plus 5 is equals to 12. It means what number added to 5 gives 12. So that is the meaning of this equation. What number added to 5 gives 12? That is, this x is unknown, so it's any number. So what number added to 5, that is plus 5, gives 12? That is the meaning of this equation. Another one, y minus 6 is equals to 9, means when 6 is subtracted from a number, the result is 9. That is the meaning. So the result is 9. That is, when 6 is subtracted, this is 6, you remove it from y. So when 6 is subtracted from y, the result is 9. That is the meaning of this equation. See, let's say we have 9 minus z is equals to 5. Means when a number is subtracted from 9, the result is 5. So when a number, we don't know this number, is unknown, when a number is subtracted from 9, that is, if a number is removed from 9, that is minus, subtract, the result is 5. Let's see another one. D 4x plus 3 is equals to 16. What does this mean? This one means, now we have 4x. Now 4x, it means 4 times a number. So 4x is 4 times a number, meaning we don't know the number. So if you want to interpret this, this is 4 times a number, 4 times a certain number, 4 times a certain number, plus, so 4 times a certain number, plus, this is plus 3. So 4 times a certain number plus or added. So if you say plus or you say added, is the same. So added to 3. So 4 times a certain number added or plus 3 gives 16. So like that. Now this is how you can interpret equation. So let's see more of this equation. This interpretation is important. So let's see more equation. Now can you interpret this for me? 5x plus 7 is equals to 37 means what? So now this means 5x is the same thing as 5 times a certain number added to 7 gives 37. So 5 times a certain number added, that is plus, to 7 gives 37. Do it one by one. 5 times a certain number added to 7 gives 37. Now let's see another number. Now what can you say about this? 11 is equals to 3x minus 1. Now this one means 11, the same thing you see, pronouns. 11 is equal to 3. So but equal to, let me spell it in word. 11 is, that is 11 is equal to 3 times a certain number minus 1. So 11 is equals to 3 times a certain number minus 1. So that is the meaning of this equation. So now let's see this. What is the meaning of this equation? Just 7x. What is the meaning of 7x like this? 7s simply means 7 times a certain number. That's the meaning. 7s means 7 times a certain number, because we don't know this x, so it's 7 times a certain number. Now what can you say about this number 5x? So this means what? So it means 5 times a certain number. Now what can you say about this 2x? It means 2 times a certain number. What can you say about this x? There will be 1 here. So if it is ordinary number, we have 2 here, we have 5 here, we have 7 here, but here we don't have anything. So if you don't have anything there, put 1 there. note, so put 1. So this is like saying x means 1 times a certain number. 1 times a certain number, like that. So now tell me the meaning of this equation. Tell me the meaning of this equation. 7s plus 2. So what is the meaning of this equation? So start with this one. So this one will be the first one. This is 7 times a certain number, then plus 2. So like that. So now what is the meaning of this equation? 3s plus 2 is equals to 10. What is the meaning? So you start with this 3 times a certain number, three times a certain number added to 2, or plus 2 gives 10. So equal to is what we use as gives. So gives 10. So what is the meaning of this equation? 3s minus 4 is equals to 5. Now 3s minus 4, you are removing 4 from 3x. So you can say 4 subtracted from, so you are removing 4 from 3s. 4 subtracted from 3, because we have 3 times a certain number here. So 4 subtracted from 3 times a certain number gives 5. So equal to means gives. So like that. Now let's say fraction. Now if you say 1 over 2, 1 over 2 is half. If you say 3 over 4, 3 over 4 is 3 quarter. 3 quarter. If you say 1 over 4, it means 1 quarter. So what is the meaning of this equation? So you can say this equation, this is 3 quarter. So that means I will say 3 quarter of a certain number Here, no addition, no subtraction, so it gives direct. 3/4 of a certain number gives, that is equal to, gives 9. So that is the meaning. Now let's write equation, then you will interpret it. So now, what is the meaning of these equations? 1 s plus 2 is equals to 3. 2 5s plus 3 is equals to 20. 3 2s minus 3 is equals to 4. Now, what is the meaning of these equations? Now, start with the first one. 1 s plus 2 is equals to 3 means s plus 2 is equals to 3 means no, there is no number here, and I told you if there is no number, put 1. It means, so look at it, no number. I have 5 here, I have 2 here. So if you don't have any number here, put 1. So 1. So if you have 1, you can say a number, a certain number. So anytime you have 1 here, be saying a certain number. But if I have number at the back like 5s, I will say 5 times a certain number. So take note of the 2. If it is 1, that if there is no number, you will say a certain number, plus, that is a certain number, plus 2 gives 3. Number 2, so gives here is equal to, so number 2, 5x plus 3 is equals to 20. Now I have 5 here, so I'll say 5 times a certain number, 5 times a certain number, plus 3 gives 20. Number 3, 2x minus 3 is equals to 4. Can you try? So I have 2 here, so that will be 2 times a certain number minus 3, or 3 is subtracted from 2 times a certain number. So 2 times a certain number, that is 2x, minus 3 gives 4. So gives is equal to, so 4 gives 4. So that is the interpretation of these equations. So I'll give you one to interpret. So now do this. Is your turn. Now translate or interpret the following. Translate or interpret the following into mathematical sentence. So, number 1, s plus 7 is equals to 12. Number 2, s plus 9 is equals to 15. Number 3, s minus 10 is equals to 5. Number 4, a minus 5 is equals to 17. Remember, I told you any number can come first. Number 5, 3x plus 5 is equals to 17. Number 6, 16 is equals to 9 minus 2s. Number 7, 1 over 4s plus 3 is equals to 8. Number 8, 2 over 5s minus 2 is equals to 10. Now interpret all this into a mathematical sentences. Now I'll do the first one with you. Say the first one, s plus 7 is equals to 12, means, now I told you if there is no number here, there is 3, but here there is no number. If there is no number here, you will say a certain number, so start with that. But here you say 3 times a certain number, but here if there is no number at the back, put 1. So you now say a certain number plus 7. So a certain number plus 7 gives 12. So like that. So that is number 1. Then proceed with the rest. Now what of the last one? Yeah, this is 2/5. 2/5 of a certain number minus 2 gives 10. So try it. Now let's see from sentences back to equation. This one is equation to sentence. So now let's see from sentences back to equation. So now you need to try that. Example. So let me say translate the following into algebraic equation. So let's say if 7 is added to a certain number, the result is equal to 18. Now can you interpret this back to equation? Based on what we have done so far, let us now interpret back to equation. So let's take it one by one. Now, if 7 is added, added is plus. If 7 is added to a certain number, that is, a certain number is x, we don't know. So let the certain number be s. So let the certain number be x. So if 7 is added to a certain number, so the certain number is 7, is x. So we add 7 to it. So if 7 is added to a certain number, so get that point. So look at it. If 7 is added to a certain number, so 7 is added to a certain number. If 7 is subtracted from a certain number, then it will be s minus 7. This one means 7 is subtracted from a certain number, but the one we are doing is 7 is added to a certain number. So let's continue. So if 7 is added to a certain number, the result is equal to 18. It means is equal to 18. So that is the result. So the result is equal to, this is equal to 18. So if 7 is added to a certain number, the result is equal to 18. So we have interpret. That means we have interpret from this sentences to from this sentence to algebraic equation. So it's the same like this. So if it is this one I gave you, then you can interpret back by saying 7 is added to a certain number gives 18. So let's see another one. Another one. Ademide is years old. 7 years ago, he was 15 years old. So how can you interpret this? Ademide is years old. 7 years ago. So you will say Ademide is y. We know that. Now 7 years ago. So remove 7 from his age. He was 15 years old. That is equal to 15. That's it. So 7 years ago, you remove it from her age. Then she was 15. So Ademide is year old. So let's see that again. Ademide is year old. That is y. 7 years ago. So remove 7 from his age. He was 15. So it's equals to 15. So we have interpreted that equation like that. So Let's see another one. Three times a certain number plus 19 is equal to the number plus 28. So if you are interpreting, do everything one by one. So let's do it one by one. 3 times a certain number. You can say let the number be x. Let the number be x. Now 3 times a certain number. 3 times a certain number. So how can you interpret that one? So it will be 3s. 3 times a certain number. So that is 3 times a certain number. I'm using s for the number. If you say let the number be y, you are saying 3y. If you say let the number be n, you are saying 3n. So the number can be any alphabet. So it's not necessary to be x. So use any alphabet. So now let the number be x. 3 times a certain number. That is 3x plus 19. As it implies, plus 19. So look at that again. 3 times a certain number. So 3s plus 19 is equal to, this is equal to the number. What is the number again? We said let the number be x. So it's equal to the number plus 28. So that's it. 3 times a certain number plus 19 is equal to x plus 28. So let's trace it. 3 times a certain number plus 19 is equal to the number plus 28. So one by one. So that is how you will interpret any equation. So let's see another one. Let's see another one. 28 divided by a number is increased by 5 and the result is 7. 28 divided by a certain number is increased by 5 and the result is 7. So how can you interpret this? So I'm giving different type of sentence that you can interpret into algebraic equation. So we'll see different questions that we'll solve. Before we can start solving equation, we'll first learn all this. We have not solved anything. We are learning the beginning of equation. Now 28 divided by a number is increased by 5. So increase means plus, decrease, so note the two. Increase means plus, decrease means minus. So let's do it one by one. 28 divided by a number. Now I'll use different alphabets. Let the number be y. So I told you can use any alphabet. Now 28 divided by, no, this is divide, so 28, this is it, divided by, this is divided by a number. I said let the number be y, so that will be divided by y, is increased. Increase means plus by 5, and the result is, it means equal to 7, like that. Now let's see that again. Can backward the video for better understanding. So now one more time. 28 divided by a number. That number is y. I say let the number be y. Is increased, that is plus because it's increased. If it is decrease, you use minus, but increase, you use plus. Increased by 5, that is plus 5, and the result is, meaning is equal to 7. That's it. So let's see another one. The results of taking result of taking 8 from the products of a certain number and 5 is the same as taking 3 from twice the number. So now the result of taking 8, we don't know the number, so let's say let the number be x. Let the number be x. Now let's start. The result of taking 8 from the product of a certain number and 5. So products means times. Now we already know that sum or add means plus, minus or subtract means that symbol. So but product means times. So let's say again. Now the result of taking 8 from the product of a certain number and 5. So let me say product of x and 5 is equals to 5s. Product means times. So product of x and 5 is 5s. If I ask you product of 2 and 3, it means 2 times 3, which is 6. Product of 6 and 2, it means 6 times 2, which is 12. So now product of x and 5 means 5x. So that is 5 times x, 5s. So the result of taking 8 from the product, so taking 8, so I'm writing it one by one. Taking 8 from the product, so is 5s minus 8. So you remove 8 from the product. Taking 8 from the product is the same as taking 3 from twice the number. Now twice the number is 2s. Taking 3 from twice the number, so twice the number, so take 3 from twice the number. So that means all the word problem here is what I've interpreted in equation. Now let's do everything together. The result of taking 8 from the product of a certain number and 5s minus 8 is the same, meaning is equal to, as taking 3 from twice the number is the same, is equals to 2s minus 3. So this is the interpretation. The result of taking 8 from the product of a certain number and 5 is equals to, which is the same as taking 3 from twice the number, like this. So this should be like a complex interpretation. So based on all our interpretation and representation, so you have work to do now. So your turn. Interpret. If 8 is added to a number, the result is 18. So interpret this on your own. Now you will first say, let the number be, I will use another alphabet. I can use any alphabet. Now if 8 is added to a number, now the number is m. Now if I add 8 to it, if 8 is added to a number, the result is 18. So I've interpreted. Now I will send question, so the one you will try. After, we will proceed with how to solve simple equation of any form. Thank you.